Missy, can I just tell you, I'm so thankful that you get a chance to join us now. I love that. I know it's still early for you, but it's not as early, hopefully. Okay. All right. So this morning, we're going to talk a little bit about what it means to persevere. So, how many of you, by show of one in the box, finds it hard sometimes to persevere? And maybe you're not even quite sure exactly what that means to do that in your business. Anyone struggle with that? Thank you for those hearts already. So, real quick, while we're waiting on those to come through, I do want to thank our replay viewers and our live viewers. And don't forget that those hearts work. So if I'm sharing something that's providing you with some kind of useful content, something you can relate to, things like that, go ahead and just tap that screen. That gives me a little bit of love, lets me know that you are enjoying the content. Thank you, Missy, for inviting your followers. I so appreciate that as well. For those of you who perhaps might be coming in and maybe you have no idea who I am, my name is Buffy Hood, and I'm a jeweler with Premier Designs Jewelry. I've been with them for 9.5 years, and I like to use Periscope as a platform to simply share my experiences in direct sales in hopes that perhaps I can help you in some way in your direct sales business as well. All right, so we are going to do a little acronym this morning. So the word is going to be persevere, okay? So we are going to start with the letter P, but before we get into that, I would like to first share the definition of persevere, okay? Are y'all ready for this? To continue in a course of action, even in the face of difficulty, or with little or no prospect of success, which means you might be looking at it going, you know what? I don't really know if this is going to work. I don't know. I don't know that it's going to work, but you persevere and you try it anyway, because guess what? You might know some other people. Good morning, Myra. You might know some other people who have tried doing exactly what you're doing, and they have been successful, which means they may have just stuck it out long enough to find success there. Okay. And that is going to be what we need to do as well. We need to make sure that when it comes to our businesses, when it comes to our goals, that we persevere. So the first letter is going to be P. P stands for persist no matter what. Okay. So here's the thing. You have probably heard the quote of, you don't, when you're faced with obstacles, you don't change your goal. You simply change how you get there. Okay. So maybe if you have been trying one specific route and it doesn't seem to be working, you don't just say, oh, roadblock, I'm done, and give up. You persevere and you figure out how to go around that obstacle. You figure out how to get through it, over it, under it, around it, whatever you need to do. But you persist no matter what. And you keep striving toward that goal. You keep striving toward the success that you're trying to get in your business. Okay. The next one is E. Give me an E in the box if you're ready for E. Give me an E. Give me an E. Give me an E. Thank you for this, hearts. So appreciate that. There we go. We got a couple E's. All right. E, we're not at R yet. Okay, so E is endure discomfort. That's a hard one for us because listen, we all want to be comfortable, but truth be told, our comfort zones are not all that comfortable, right? And you've heard me say the quote before that if the desires of your heart could be found within the confines of your comfort zone, you would already have it. So here's what that means. That means to get what you've never had, you must do what you've never done. So that means you're going to have to endure some discomfort. You're going to have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I hope that makes sense to y'all, because that's one of the biggest things that we need to do, especially in our direct sales businesses. We have to understand that we have to grow and stretch ourselves to become the people that God always intended us to be. And the only way we do that is by stepping outside of our comfort zones and having faith that He is going to get us through it. Have faith that He is going to provide us with the words necessary, with the skills necessary, and everything else. Because guess what? If God has called you to it, He will get you through it. All right. Okay. So you have to endure that discomfort. You have to understand that that discomfort you're feeling is only going to be uncomfortable for a short period of time. The longer you do it, the more comfortable you're going to get with it. And then you need to step out of that comfort zone a little bit more if you plan to ever be able to expand your boundaries and your territories. Okay? All right. Next one is R. Put an R in the box if you're ready for R. Who's got an R for me? There's an R. There's an R. Okay, awesome. So R is request help. Listen, if you're struggling, don't think that your upline automatically knows that. If you're struggling, reach out to them, contact them. If for any reason, and I know that this isn't typical, but if for any reason you don't feel that you are getting the help from your upline that you need, then go outside of your upline. Go to somebody else. Go to somebody else who is rocking and rolling their business, who's willing to chat with you and simply share what it is that they're doing. Okay? But request help. And so the next one is S. So if you're ready for S, put an S in the box. Are you ready for S? Are you ready for S? All right. So S is steadfastly hold on to your beliefs and your values. Okay. Here's the thing. When we are persevering in our businesses and we are going, toward a certain goal and we are striving for a certain level of success, do not compromise your beliefs or your values in order to get it. Don't do that. You can simply hold on to those beliefs and values. And as long as you are doing all these other things, the success will come. And it doesn't have to come because you got it through a shady method. Okay, does that make sense? I hope y'all understand what I mean by that. Okay, so steadfastly hold on to your beliefs and your values. All right, E is the next one. Thank you for those hearts. E is the next one. If you're ready for E, put an E in the box. All right, E is envision triumph. Okay, y'all listen. If your goal, okay, so I'm going to be speaking to my Premier Designs peeps. Okay, so my fellow Premier Designs jewelers, this is going to make the most sense to you because you're probably going to know what I'm talking about. So if your goal is, let's say your goal is to eventually become a senior leader. Okay, if your goal is to become a senior leader, then y'all, you need to envision what that looks like. You need to envision yourself in the same level of leadership as those that you're looking up to. So maybe that means that, as an example, Francine Ivy. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she was either designer or one diamond designer when she bought her 4 diamond designer gown for a rally. Okay. So she bought that dress and she had that dress just hanging up where she could see it all the time. And that was her way of envisioning herself becoming a senior leader. Okay. Maybe your vision is to get your team, to get your downline out to a Haven of Hope retreat. And you want to be able to book that place yourself and be able to take your whole team there and have your trainings there. Maybe that's what you're envisioning. Okay. Maybe it's, whatever. It's totally up to you. But whatever that is, whatever that level of success is, envision yourself already there. Envision yourself reaching that level. Okay. And that is going to help you through those times when you're feeling like, I just don't feel like it. Okay. Well, again, and I hope Francine doesn't mind, but I'm going to share another quick little story. Her and Wade were, they were chatting the one day. She was getting all flustered by some of the things that were happening and in her business and that kind of thing. And Wade said to her, I thought you said you wanted to be a senior leader. Now, mind you, this is before she hit it. Okay. He says, I thought you said you wanted to become a senior leader. She says, I do. And he says, then you better start acting like one. And he walked away from her because he knew better. So he quickly walked away from her. But there again, it was enough for him to remind her that the way you're getting frustrated right now, the way that you're looking down on your business right now, that is not the thoughts of a senior leader. So if you want to become a senior leader, you have to start thinking like one even before you hit it. Okay, so envision that triumph. All right, the next one is V. Put a V in the box if you're ready for V. If you're ready for V, put a V in the box. There we go. Very consistently keep at it. That means when you find something that is working, just keep doing it, okay? And even if you have times where it doesn't work, that's okay. If the majority of the time it does work, just keep doing it, okay? And just constantly and consistently is the better word, consistently work your business. You don't have to constantly be working your business. You don't have to be working your business 24/7, but if you are at least consistently working your business, even if that means 15 minutes a day, every day of the week, okay, then that's at least being consistent. All right. We all know that as an example, we can't one day just, get down on the floor, do 10 sit-ups and suddenly have a six pack. We can't do that. Okay. It means having to maybe get down on the floor, do 10 sit-ups, 4 different times per day, every day for 6 weeks in order to get it. But it means being consistent. Okay. You're not going to get results by just doing little itty bits here and then for 2 weeks not doing anything and then do another. I know, right? Unfortunately, I would love that. I would love that. Oh yeah, we have an event to go to this week. Okay, let me do some sit-ups. Okay, so it would be great if it worked that way, but it doesn't. It doesn't. And we can't kid ourselves thinking that, well, if I put in 5 minutes of work once every 2 weeks, I should have this business rocking and rolling. No. Okay. But you have to be consistent. It doesn't mean constant. It means consistent. Okay. All right. E is the next letter. If you're ready for E, put an E in the box. If you're ready for E, put an E in the box. Thank you for those hearts, y'all. I love those hearts. Okay. All right. E is embrace adversity as your teacher. Okay. Embrace adversity as your teacher. So when you, in your words, in your mind, when you fail, understand that you didn't fail. What you did was you just figured out a way that it may not work. Okay. That's it. And it might mean you having to do certain things over and over and over again until you find what does work. All right. But embrace adversity as being your teacher, that it teaches you the ways that it may work, it may not work, and that kind of thing. And hey, I did this a couple times, and even though I did it, 6 to 10 times, still didn't quite work the way I wanted it to, so I'm going to try something different. Okay. Don't look at it and go, well, that didn't work. Forget it. I'm just done. And that's what people tend to do. And the reason they tend to do that is because their pride gets in the way. Their pride gets in the way and they go, well, I didn't succeed the first time. I'm not going to make a fool out of myself and keep doing something. No. There's only one surefire way to fail, and that is to quit. Okay. So that is one of the biggest reasons why we need to have this conversation about perseverance. Okay. All right. And that takes us to R. Put an R in the box if you're ready for R. Put an R in the box if you're ready for R. There we go. And R is refuse to give up. So you need to develop a stick-to-itness that says, I don't care if it gets hard. I just need to figure out a way to make it work. I just need to figure out a different step to take. Don't give up entirely. That's silly. That is absolutely silly. Okay? Because here's the thing. Success can be yours, but it cannot if you give up. I don't know what to tell you. That's just an unfortunate, you know, way things work. I don't know what to tell you. Okay. All right. E is our final letter. Put an E in the box if you're ready for that. E, E, E. Put an E in the box. Thank you for those hearts. I believe that's Missy giving me all those hearts. You rock. Okay. E is enjoy and celebrate every tiny bit of progress. Okay. And here's the reason. Listen, if you celebrate all those small little victories, listen, don't wait until it's, well, I need to sponsor a new jeweler before I can celebrate. No, celebrate when you have sat down and successfully shared the business opportunity plan with someone. Okay. Celebrate when you have picked up that phone and made that call you've been putting off. I'm glad to hear that, Missy. Okay. So maybe it's that you've been putting off making a call. Celebrate when you make that call, regardless of what the results are of that call. It doesn't matter if you get that booking. It doesn't matter if you sign that new jeweler. It doesn't matter if you get that sale. What matters is that you did what you needed to do to have that potential. Jenny, you did? That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Girl, let me tell you, I'm waiting to find out what's going to happen because I had two ladies that I met at a show Friday night. Saturday, they both came to my house, listened to the business opportunity, and they both started the application process. But they went home to see what they could figure out in terms of finances. So we'll see. We'll see. Saturday must have been a good day for sharing the business opportunity. So yes. So the biggest thing is you have to ask yourself, are you willing to persevere for the sake of your dreams? Okay. Are you willing to persevere for the sake of your dreams? Because here's the thing. God put that dream in your heart for a reason. He has a path that he intends for you to go down. But you also have free will, which means you can choose to take advantage of it or you can choose to brush it aside. I don't know about you, but I know that for myself, whatever plans God has for me are far better than anything I could develop on my own. And it is going to be that much better coming from him than coming from me. All right. He can provide things that I never could. So when I look at that, I go, you know what? I need to, I'm sorry, I bumped the table. I need to take care of every opportunity that he provides to me. I need to take advantage of it. I need to at least put forth the effort to try. If it doesn't work, that's okay. It doesn't work. He may have just been using that particular situation as practice for the next one and for the next one. Because you know what? Again, the more that we do certain things, the more comfortable they become, the easier it becomes. Y'all, I was so tickled at what happened with them coming by and both of them deciding to start the application process and everything else on Saturday after I shared that business opportunity, that y'all, I felt like my mouth was just ready to just talk to anybody. Okay. But that was because I was feeling a stronger sense of confidence after having that OP and then having a successful jewelry show and immediately going out to the store. When someone started talking to me, I just started sharing. I didn't put too much information out there, but what I did do was manage to make sure that I worked Premier into the discussion. I worked into the discussion to the point that it caused her, the fellow customer at the store, it caused her to want to ask some additional questions, which led to her asking if I had a card that I could share some info with her, and I gave that to her and everything. It was just like, and when we walked away, David goes, I was really hoping you were going to say something to her, but I didn't know, because sometimes, you don't really seem all that, what's the word? I guess just comfortable. You don't always seem all that comfortable. He's like, but man, you just like flowed from one thing to the next, to the next. So So that's just it. When you get there, yes, Missy. So when you get there, when you get kind of in the zone, it makes it so much easier. But here's the thing, y'all. If you are only doing things in your business sporadically and you're only doing it every once in a while, you don't have an opportunity to get in the zone. You don't have an opportunity to kind of get in your own groove. You don't have that confidence and that just tenacity to just get out there and do it. Okay. So you need to make sure that you are not only persevering, but that you are being consistent, that you are sticking it out, that you are asking for help when you are struggling. Y'all, here's a little secret, and you might not know this, but your upline's crystal ball is broken. She doesn't know you need help if you have not gone and asked her. Okay. So make sure that when you're struggling and you need some help, you go and you ask. Okay. That's how this works. All right. So you want to make sure that you're doing all those different things that we just listed. And just so y'all know, I already have this image done up for y'all that I'm going to put this on the Buffy's Toolbox group. So this is another thing that if this is what you're struggling with, guess what? You're going to be able to print it out and hang it up wherever you would like in your house. You texted a SOS to your upline last night, Missy. I love that. I love that because here's the thing. They need to know that you need their help because they're not just going to look at their monthly sales report and go, oh, she hasn't been doing shows. I need to contact her. Because if we did that, y'all would be thinking that we're just calling because our commission check wasn't high enough. Okay. And that's never what it is. That's never what it is. We are simply wanting to make sure that you are getting out of it what you want. We are going to get together and restart me and my business. I love that, Missy. That is so awesome. That is so awesome. Look, and girl, I want you to make sure that you keep us posted here, that you share with us how you're doing with that. Okay. So I would love to see that. Love to see that. So I'm going to let you all go for the day. I certainly hope that this has given you a little bit of something to chew on to get your week started in a positive direction and allow you the opportunity to remember just how important it is to persevere. So that being said, tomorrow is our Tips and Tricks Tuesday. So I will be bringing you some little nugget of information tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And we will get a chance to see each other again then. So I pray that I will get to see you all tomorrow. Hope that you have a fabulous day. We'll be saying lots of prayers for you and your businesses. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks so much.